In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Canon PowerShot V10 vlogging camera, why I think it's good and why I think it might be suitable for certain people. It's quite unique because it has a flip-up screen, it has a single prime lens, it has a huge button here that you just press to record, it can take an external microphone, but on the top it's got its own pair of microphones, and it also has a built-in stand. So this can be really quite useful. And it's also very, very small and portable. Now it is not going to beat the DJI Pocket 3 because nothing can beat the DJI Pocket 3. But if I told you you could get this for £200 and under, then that might change your opinion of it. So let's go outside and do some vlog testing. So I'm here today in Woburn just testing out this camera. I'm at the edge of Woburn and I'm going to go into the centre of Woburn so we can see what it's like. So there's always a lot of traffic going through Woburn, but I've come down this really quiet side street that has a mixture of old and new houses. So just behind me on this side is Woburn Gallery, and if I spin around over here you can see behind me we've got the main high street. There's loads and loads of sort of restaurants and pubs in Woburn and some really nice eateries. So we're on the main street in Woburn, and like I said, there is loads of nice places to eat and really scenic features around. Just look at some of these fantastically old houses. These look absolutely amazing. So just in front of me we've got a big church in Woburn, and to the right of that there is a tourist office. Woburn even has its own lower school which looks like it is next to or joined to the church. So I found this great little playground for children to play. Unfortunately it's a really cold day so I wouldn't expect anyone to be out playing in here, but this also backs onto a very large sort of sports field. And over in the corner it looks like there's some basketball hoops and a play court. Now behind me is Woburn Lido, because Woburn has its own outdoor swimming pool. A little bit small, and I'm obviously not going to go in there to do any filming, but just to let you know it has its own outdoor swimming pool. And the last thing to see in Woburn Village itself is St Mary's Church, which is behind me. This is quite a large and grand church. So in order to understand whether something is a useful tool and how it's going to operate, you need to actually get out there and use it. So as you saw in the video, I went to a village near Milton Keynes, Woburn, and I used this exclusively to make that short little video. So while this does have an external microphone jack, I just used the microphones on the top. Now you'll notice here in the kit I've got there are some stickers, and that allows you to put wind muffs on. I'll just show you the wind muffs. So these are the magnetic wind muffs and they go on top like so. I didn't use these because I didn't think it was a fair representation, so I didn't put these on at all. They were with me but they didn't get used, and overall I'm actually really happy with what I got out of this, because I think this is just good enough to get good footage, but not only is it really easy to use, but it has a really low profile. So even if you just do this, you can get yourself in frame, you know what's going on, and you can hold it like this. So in many respects, just holding it like this is actually easier than filming on your phone. So often people say, oh, just use your phone. It's easier to hold this than it is to use your phone. This is such an easy thing. You just press it like that. So in terms of settings, this is on 4K 24 frames per second. And the other thing that makes this amazing to use is that I put it at 1/50th of a second shutter speed, f2.8, and I put it on auto ISO, and I put the ND filters on auto because this has built-in ND filters as well, which is really, really useful. You'll see in this clip that I moved from a dark area to a light area, and you can see the auto ISO kicking in. Now that's one of the downsides to using something like auto ISO. You're not going to get a consistent exposure, but having put this in the settings of 1/50th of a second, f2.8, auto ISO and auto ND means that it's effectively an automatic camera that still applies the 180-degree shutter rule. So I don't have to worry about anything. I can flip the screen up to make sure I'm in the frame, and I can check what things are looking like on the screen, and I don't have to fiddle about with settings. So it's really easy to use. Literally all you do is that after you turn it on. I can leave it in the state it's in. The only thing I would say is the image stabilization isn't very good. It's fine for handheld, but it's not very good for walking about, as you can see in this clip. And there isn't any optical zooming because it's a fixed lens, and I don't do digital zooming because I think it's rubbish. The inclusion of the stand is really useful because you can stand it up. You can stand it up two ways, that way or that way. It's very useful, and not only will it stand up, but it will stand up with a tilt. And the microphones were very impressive. So I either filmed like this, where I was pointing the camera into what I was filming, or I filmed like this. But either way, I think the microphones did a really good job of picking up the audio. I was actually on a busy main road, so there was traffic going through all the time, and you can hear that in the video, but it's not too much of a problem. And I do think my voice was quite clearly heard and audible. Even though you can fit an external microphone, I think you can make do without an external microphone on this. And like I say, you do get the wind muffs included, but I didn't use them. The one thing I don't like about this is it has an internal battery, which isn't great. It means you've got to charge it through USB-C and you can't swap the batteries out. But for £200, this is a really good vlogging camera. And like I say, I much prefer vlogging with this to using a phone. Let me know what you think. If you like this video on the Canon V10, please consider watching this next.